Welcome back to my channel. Now it is a very cold day out here at the Big Garage Build, and before I start this video I would just like to say thank you to all of the new subscribers in the last few weeks. I really appreciate it. I also like the fact that there are so many people interested in construction work, carpentry and joinery, and I aim to do my best to bring educational content and also stuff that really interests me as well, for the good of sharing my knowledge. That's ultimately why I do it. I'm out here on the Big Garage Build, and we are literally now, or I am literally now, going to start putting together all the panels. I'll start with all my small stuff. I've got loads of small stuff that go over the garages here for the garage doors and the returns. I've got all of my studs over there, which I've already cut. I've got a bench set up here with OSB, and this is basically my little workbench now, and I'll be doing a combination of assembling these small sections here, putting the OSB sheathing on those as well, then I'll be stacking them dead level and covering them up. Now the idea is I'll get all the small stuff done, and then Ed's joining me again on site. Once Ed's back on site, we'll do the big walls, and we won't put the OSB on those because it will be quite heavy. We'll build them, we'll stand them up, and we'll pretty much frame everything out as stud work, and then we'll put the OSB on from the outside. It just enables us to do it in a much more manageable way. So that's where I'm at today. I'm literally going to assemble these, which involves the head plates, the sole plates. I've got a series of different studs. These ones here are shorter because they've got a really big oak beam which spans all the way across the three piers, if you like, that I'm building, and that has to accommodate for that as well. And then I've got these funny little returns which I'll be doing as well. So I am going to start by cutting all the rest of the heads that we need for these, putting all that stud work together, ripping down the OSB, fixing that all on. The OSB is what I use to square everything up. Even my mouth is freezing today. I'm going to crack on and get going. With a saw like this, it's got such a big depth of cut to scrape the ice off, that I can, if I'm repeating something like these little heads, I can just basically run that up to the side of the saw there and cut it off. You can see that would actually cut two thicknesses as well. Yeah, it's beautiful. So now I've got pairs of all the small stuff. I'm going to use that bench to nail them all together with the studs. You can see the shortest studs underneath the top set. That's what I'm going to be using. Get them all together, break out the OSB into panels, and I'll spike all that on to get it all nice and square. These have got 4 studs each, so it's going to be a pair at either end because they're taking a lot of load through there as well. So we'll crack on with that. Bringing the OSB in and getting it ready to cut now, putting it on top of those sacrificial battens. I'm going to be using my Hilti rail saw without dust extraction. It's just as good without. You just need to blow the stuff off with a blower. And after a quick setup, I can just get my rails ready. Checking the depth of the blade. We only need to just go through the OSB into those sacrificial battens underneath, pop in a battery, give it a quick check, and we're ready to go. So I've already made a list of all the sizes, all the heights I can just take from the rod. I use the rod for everything. The widths of each panel are exactly the same as the sole plates that we're using everywhere. And then it's just a matter of quickly marking it out. So the first thing is cross-cut the board, making the panels to the right height. I'm able to then put that offcut out the way, and that will be used when I start cladding the larger sections of the building where I'm using the boards in their entire width. So each one of these cuts I'm doing is around about 6 foot tall, or 1830 millimeters. And now I've done that initial cross cut with the rail, single rail,
I'm going to fix 2 rails together to do the rips. It doesn't take a minute, you just undo a little slider and then slide it between the 2 rails using a spirit level to make sure it's nice and straight. And then I can do my 4 rips. So I quickly set the board out to size. I get 3 pieces out of this board, so I'm going to repeat this process twice, and that gives me everything I need for all of these little piers that go under the large oak beams over the garage doors. So pop them out the way. I'm leaving the board edges. It's important that you do that because those board edges are always nice and straight. And so when I'm straightening up and nailing those onto my panels, I've got a really good edge to work off.
Right, I have all my bits and pieces done now to do all of my, there's 6 panels that go sort of either sides of the garage doors and in between. Got all the ply done, all the studs done, the heads done, the sole plates done. So I'm now going to use this sheet of OSB as my bench. Now, I always talk about height rods. This is my height rod. What I'm going to do is screw this on the edge of the board, move all this out of the way to this end. I'm going to pop this on and one on the bottom. The reason I'm doing that is so when I'm fixing these together, I want them to stay as square as I can whilst I'm putting them together. Because when you nail some wood, when you nail stuff together, if you nail it and it's not dead straight and square, then it's harder to square it up. So I've got a lot to do. So it's just a matter of just simply putting a couple of screws in to hold it. And this will keep all my panels really true while I get the OSB on. Obviously the OSB sheathing that I've cut is lovely and straight. So that's the idea. So I'm going to screw this round. And then once I've screwed that round, I'll start putting my studs in. So with the rod, that's the mark, which is the bottom of all the panels. And there's all the different heights marked on the rod. So now I know that as I'm putting it together, I want to make sure that my panels actually are the right height, because when you add timber together, stack it up, especially when it's been a little bit damp, the timber's got a bit of cupping to it, you want to make sure you're not too tall. And this is absolutely perfect. You can also see at a glance if you've got a decent straight stud where you need it as well. So I'll get let's take one of the middle panels to start with. There's a head and a sole plate. You can see that when I put them together, there's a gap, there's a bit of cup in there. I'll put that in there. I'll get 2 of the studs that we need, which, that's one. I'll get another one. Put my head in, and straight away, that panel is as true as it's going to be, and we'll get that spiked together, and then we know that we're already somewhere near really square for when I get my OSB. Let's put the OSB on. Let's just give you an idea of what's what. And straight away, all my boxes are really nice and square. And of course I've got plenty to do, so making this system up just means that it's really accurate and nice and quick. So that's basically what we're going to do. Get them all up to this stage and then stack them, cover them, because we won't be putting them up till sometime next week. So galvanised nails always, it's incredibly important that you use the right type. The other thing about having this frame here is when I spike it here, it's pushing against something, so it's going to be nice and held. Battery's flat. Quick battery change, then we'll carry on. Right, so these panels have 4 studs. They take a fair bit of load. So the next stud obviously slots in here. And again, let's get myself another one. And here. So they slot in there as well. So just put them in, get my hammer, give them a slide in. There we go. So what's lovely about this is I know it's already really square and straight, so I can get all these spiked in now. Yeah, that's lovely. Put some in here. And then pop the sheathing on. So this is the edge of a board here. So I know that that's really square. So I'm going to pop that on there, line up the edges and the sides, and that is absolutely lovely. I've got shorter nails for these, so you can see that the sheathing hangs over. That's because at the top everywhere there's a head binder, and that is when you add this in. Let me just a bit fat that bit. It's all nice and flush. That's basically all that is. But the beauty of it, we know we're already nice and square. So I'll get one down here, pull the middle out a bit, get nice and flush, squeeze the top back over, that straightens up that stud to there. Now we can just spike that home. Use a bit of batten to make sure I get it in the centre. So that's one panel made. Now I'm going to repeat that process another 5 times.
So it's very straightforward actually. Once I'm all set up on this little bench here, this panel was exactly the same as the first one. These are the center panels straight underneath the middle of the beam over the garage doors. And it takes no time once you set up. Now these little panels, they had a different configuration, and what they are is the ends of the building. So you see I've just put a 4x2 in between the first 2 6x2s because another wall is going to be coming into those. I've also doubled up the stud as one and nailing it together and then tapping it in and quickly getting all that cladded up as well. So it's a really quick process, and it's nice and accurate. Not only are they square to start with before I put the OSB sheathing on, they're also flat because I made sure that that set of stalls was super flat too, so they're not in twist.
You can see how straightforward it is putting these boxes together, basically using the OSB underneath, these battens, my height rod as a gauge, and it's really straightforward. So once you've cut all the bits and pieces up, you can smash it out. And got a visitor. Hello, mate.
Good afternoon, how you doing?
How are you?
This is looking good.
Yes, mate, yeah, it's just brilliant, isn't it? Carpentry heaven when you can get outside and you can just enjoy yourself. I'm lost.
Absolutely.
I'm actually not looking forward to Ed coming Monday because I'm enjoying myself so much on my own. I'm in the zone.
Well, sun's out.
Yeah, I know.
Amongst the trees.
Yeah, it was super
beautiful
frosty
day
this morning, but it's nice. How's everything going with you?
Good, thank you. Yes, busy as always.
Yeah, I bet.
Always tracing around, looking at my other jobs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm on my toes and
Yeah.
making sure that everyone's happy.
Yeah, I mean that's half the battle, isn't it? When you're running a building company, you've always got to be on that, haven't you?
You have, and it's always the challenge, you know, and especially as we're general builders, so
Yeah.
we take on all aspects of work.
Yeah.
So any aspect we're always challenging, and we're always trying to get onto. So
Have you bought your hammer?
my Hummer.
Hammer.
A hammer? No, not me hammer.
Oh, you ain't got a hammer with you then. Oh, that's a shame.
Listen, these hands aren't for working.
Oh, they
They're just
used to
for-
be, mate.
They're just for pointing.
I'll tell you, yeah, but then again, I'd sooner be doing this than pointing anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, site looks lovely.
Yeah, it's
Robin.
good- it's good,
all
mate,
nice
isn't
and
it? Yeah.
clean and
Yeah.
organised as always,
Yeah,
as I
it's-
expect. So
yeah. I mean, that's half the battle, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Keeping on top of it, isn't it? So,
100%. 100%.
yeah, so I'd say I'm just making up all of these small panels, all the ones with a lot of work in.
Yes.
And then Monday we'll be making up the big ones. So how we'll do that is we'll actually make them sole plate on the wall. I've got my sawhorses, which are underneath here, which are the right height
Okay.
to us to make the frames and stand them up. Make that one stand it up,
Cool.
join all this stuff together. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that,
So Monday will look
Yeah.
impressive.
weather permitting.
And you're going to be joined by
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see him. Be good to
Yeah,
see him again.
yeah, I haven't seen him for ages. The people on the channel haven't seen him for ages, so it'd be nice to
Yes, absolutely.
get him back out on site. So yeah, I've got another. What have I got? Another 2 of these ones to make, and then
Yes.
I'm on to some different complicated ones.
Cool.
All right, mate.
Thank you.
I better crack on. It's nearly
I'll leave you
lunchtime.
to it.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Jack. See
Take
you
care.
later on. Well, it's been a good day today. Got a load of these panels made up. All the ones that will start me off and get me all the way through the front, round the corners as well. It's brilliant because I set myself up well. Got all my studs cut for everything. Set myself a simple bench up. It's been a really easy day, to be fair. And tomorrow I'll start preparing some of the longer panels, the ones I can manage on my own. It's actually Friday tomorrow, so this is towards the end of the week on site. And as I say, Big Ed will be back Monday and we'll do the big stuff and we'll actually get all of this round. It will probably take us a couple of days to assemble the rest of it and get it all round up to a point where we're going to put the first of the oak beams in. So it's going to be pretty good. So anyway, that's me cleaning up my tools, checking out for the day. I'll catch you tomorrow.